Hello and welcome to Game Dev with Python Pygame. This is the third part of our series. If you haven't watched the first two, make sure to check them out, link in the description. In this part I'll be adding Armour along with the player images with Armour, so we can easily see whether the player is carrying Armour or not, and Armour will protect us from all of the mobs. And also I'll add weapon revamping. So we'll have three categories of weapons: pistol, rifles and shotguns, and we can switch between them. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so how do we add Kevlar to the game? Well, the first thing we need to do is to go to our settings and define a player armor function, basically not function but variable, so we can define how much HP does our armor have. We're gonna use it in a second. Also, we add the new Kevlar image to item images here. So like it's called WestPNG. You can, as always, download it in the link below. And that's for the settings changes. Now for the sprites changes, we just need to add one variable called self.armor, and when we start it equals 0, because like we need to pick up armor. And in our main function here, firstly we need to, where is it? Firstly we need to define Kevlar here in the items list, so it spawns as an item because we've set its image to item images. Also we need to have our tiled basically program spawning an object called Kevlar. So basically just copy out the zombie and rename it Kevlar, and it will work. So we have our Kevlar line here, so we can test it. And now for the mechanics basically of the Kevlar, what do is we go to our update, basically when we hit something, and if we hit Kevlar and our armor equals less than the maximum armor, so we can't pick up the Kevlar when we're already at max armor. So if our armor equals less than 100 or a player armor, we can't pick up the Kevlar, and our armor amount equals the player armor amount. So our armor amount equals 100, and we play the gun pickup sound for now. Later maybe we'll change it. So we picked up the Kevlar, and now we need to basically define in hits whether the player has Kevlar or not, and like what zombie can hit and what he can't hit. So here, as you can see, we check if our player armor equals more than 0, and if it does, we remove the damage from our armor, but if it doesn't, we remove the damage from our health overall, so the armor just like protects you from losing your health. And now we need to somehow show our armor. So I decided to show it like I show my health bar right in the top. So over here I created a little function, def draw armor health, and basically what it does is just it's the same as this one, draw player health. It has the same attributes, it works absolutely the same, but we fill our rectangle differently, and we fill it depending on our armor instead of health. So we just like calculate the percentage of the armor, and then we fill the rectangle with the needed percentage. And also to look so all of it looks better, I decided to add text over our bars, so we can easily see what is the armor bar and what's the health bar. And this is the color of the armor bar, and as I'm seeing, why don't I just copy it out and add it to the settings called I'll call it Kevlar color. And I just thought about it, why don't I get this variable in our HUD settings, because that's where it should be. Okay, now copy this out and get here, copy this and paste it right back here. Okay, so we fill the rectangle with our Kevlar color, we add the text armor on the center of the outline rectangle. We choose the outline rectangle here because if we draw it on the fill rectangle, it won't work because this rectangle always constantly changes its size. So like when we hit it, it decreases. And also I've decided to add the same text thing to the health, so it will look much more correct and interesting. And now let's see how it works. So yeah, as you can see, we got our health bar and our armor bar. It's empty for now, but if we pick this up, it's full. So now, if zombie hits me, firstly they decrease my armor, and only then they move on to my health. So yeah, it basically gives a better chance to withstand the bullets. For example, if I go here, I kill this zombie, I take the rifle, and let them damage me quick. So I'm really low right now. What I need to do, I just pick up the Kevlar, and now I can fight them off because our armor works great. So yeah, that's for the armor. On to the next one. So I also wanted to add the player images when he has Kevlar. So when we pick up the Kevlar, it looks like the player put it on and basically carries it. And while I was doing that, I ended up completely revamping the way our weapons work and our player images work as well. So now, as you can see, I have the weapon names are different, P2K, saved off, and AK-47. That's because I revamped the player weapons so that our player can only carry one type of rifle, one type of shotgun, and one type of pistol. It's because in future I'm gonna be adding different types of pistols, and pistols and shotguns and rifles and so on. So I changed their names here. I also had to change their names in the item images as well, and also in the basically images of the guns themselves. As you can see, it's changed, and I also had to change them here in weapon sounds for it to work. And I also changed the player basically images. Now it's player AK-47, player Kevlar AK-47, player Kevlar P2K, and so on. And I changed the player images here, so now we have two dictionaries. Firstly is player images regular, and secondly is player images with Kevlar. So you see it's like AK-47, player AK-47, AK-47, player Kevlar AK-47. And I did that because it's really convenient here in our main function. When we load the data, we have this. Basically this is the same principle as used in the item images. So we just create a new dictionary and basically create the same dictionary as here, but this time instead of just having the image, that image is already loaded. So it's basically all the same, but these images are already loaded into the game. So we get all the same dictionary, but the images there are already loaded, and same with the regular and with the Kevlar for basically for it to work. And while I'm here, I'm gonna show what I changed in main while changing the weapons. I had to change the names here, that's pretty obvious. I had to change the names here, but and here as you can see I have self.player.weapons.update instead of append, and shotgun equals saved off, rifle equals AK-47. I did that because of this thing. Now we have the dictionary here instead of a list, because again, as I already said, we only can have one pistol, one shotgun, and one rifle. That's why I need a dictionary when it's set pistol, shotgun, and rifle, and the values can be changed. So we start over with a pistol. Our weapon equals self.weapons pistol. So just like this part basically accesses the P2K value, because we take the pistol keyword from the dictionary and its value is P2K. And the same for here for controls. When we pass our weapon, we pass it self-weapons rifle. So the weapon which keyword is rifle. and we look for the key error, because if you just press 2 when we don't have any rifle, it will raise a key error. So we just like basically catch this key error, and yeah, it works like that. And that's why the update thing is here, because dictionaries don't have a ban, they have only update. And when I pick up a shotgun, I update our shotgun to be saved off, so when the list is printed out, it's basically prints out shotgun, keyword shotgun, and the gun itself is saved off. And as you can see, that's all there is for our main. And the same is here with the rifle. And here as we have now different image dictionaries in our load data, player images and player images with Kevlar, we just look here in the update if we have armor, and if we do have armor, we get the self.game.player_images Kevlar self.weapon. Why we do that? Because again, we get the same dictionary and we look for the weapon we currently have image with the Kevlar, but the image is already loaded, so it works perfectly. And if we don't have the armor, we just basically have self-image equals self.game.player_images self-weapon. So it works really convenient and really, I guess, amazing. And if we test it out, see, it's written here P2K. Now if I have armor, see, he picks the armor up, and if they take this armor off me, see, no armor at all. So now let me just like restart it and show you with different weapons. I won't take the Kevlar for, okay, I took it by accident. And now, see, I pick up different weapons like shotguns and rifles. And now I can, one second, I can easily change them and our graphics work fine. I have the Kevlar. And basically the weapon change method works differently now. And so you have a better understanding how it works, let me show you right here. Let's print out the self-weapons dictionary. Oops, weapons. If we print this dictionary out, you can see pistol P2K. We take the armor, like nothing changes in the dictionary, and now we have a shotgun saved off. See? It added basically a new value called saved off, and now it adds rifle AK-47. It basically doesn't matter in which, like if it's going to be pistol, shotgun, rifle, or pistol, rifle, shotgun, because when we press 2 we get a rifle, which we have, when we press 1 we get a pistol, 3 we get a shotgun. And the dictionary doesn't overlap, because if I go here and take this rifle here, I can take it, but it doesn't show here, and that's basically the thing I need to fix. So why don't we just do that right now? The fix should be pretty simple. It should be here. Yes, it should be saved off not in self.player.weapons, but it's looking for the keyword. We don't have a keyword saved off, we have a keyword shotgun. So that's why we add this brackets and type shotgun here. So it will search in the basically in the shotgun, it will search in the shotgun part of the dictionary, because for now we just like we look for keyword saved off, and we don't have that keyword. We only have a shotgun keyword, and the saved off is a value. So we look for the shotgun, and the same with the rifle. And now let's quickly test it out. We got our armor on, that's great. We run, oops, some error happened. Oh, because we don't have the shotgun keyword yet. Okay, so the fix is actually more simple than I thought it would be. What do? We just check, for example, let me show you this on the shotgun. We check if we hit the saved off, If we hit the saved off, then we check if saved off is in the, then we just try to check if saved off is in the player weapons shotgun. If it is there, we just pass. And if we don't have a shotgun, basically a shotgun keyword in the dictionary, we do this except because like we catch this error. It's gonna be a key error. If we don't have a shotgun keyword in the dictionary, it's a key error. And if we catch this key error, that means we don't have a shotgun at all, so we pick it up. And if we have a saved off in our shotgun, we just pass. So basically that's how it works. I guess let me show you here. If we pick up a shotgun, and our dictionary is written here, we picked up a shotgun, and we picked it up because we didn't have a shotgun in our dictionary, and it, with the help of this, wait, where is it? With the second, some zombie is very killing me. If we picked up because the key error worked because we didn't have a shotgun at all in our dictionary. And oops, sorry. And here, let me kill him. I can't pick up this shotgun because like basically we have already saved off in our dictionary. So in our shotgun, basically our shotgun keyword has the value saved off, and that's why we pass and we don't do anything, we don't kill the hit and all of that. And the same works for the rifle. So let me show you just now. If I pick up a rifle and I quickly run to the rifle I have up here, I can't pick it up at all because I already have the rifle. See, it's in the dictionary. So yeah, that's basically for the Kevlar, I guess, and the weapon revamping it all. So that's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this type of content. This channel's videos are gonna be expanding like crazy soon, so make sure not to miss it. Also leave a comment down below suggesting an idea or asking some question. All the useful links are in the description below, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!